Now, before you watch the video on the Ford Escape Hybrid battling it out with the Rav4 Hybrid for a fuel economy challenge, when this initially aired on Motoring TV, we got some feedback. Some people really questioned the fuel economy of the Rav4, thinking that it actually does better than we did in this comparison. Now, some of you might be aware, some of you might not. There is an issue with some Rav4 hybrids with the fuel tank. It will not fill all the way to the very top. And this might have caught us out when we were doing our comparison. So there is a class action lawsuit in the United States, and all you need to do is Google Rav4 hybrid fuel tank issue, and you will see a lot of information on this. So what I think might have happened is when we initially filled the Rav4 hybrid, maybe it didn't fill all the way. And then when we refilled it after our 200-kilometer run, it probably did fill all the way, bringing a discrepancy in the fuel economy numbers. The only thing I can say is using the actual trip computers of the two cars, they were very, very close, and both of them are excellent vehicles. So mechanically, there is nothing wrong with the Rav4 hybrid. Some of them have this fuel filling issue. It doesn't affect the economy, and it certainly doesn't affect the drivability of the vehicle. So there's some feedback. Enjoy the video. And welcome to the show. Last week on Motoring TV, Andrea was back for a hybrid comparison with two new hybrid vehicles.
We've got the Toyota Rav4 hybrid and the brand new Ford Escape hybrid, both similar size, design, and hybrid systems.
In fact, they're almost identical when it comes to the official fuel economy ratings. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, we're going to put them to a real-world fuel economy challenge.
We're going to fill these utilities right to the top. We're going to drive for about 200 kilometers on the same road, and we're going to see which one gets better fuel economy.
To the gas station. It's a dog poop bag, and it's good for when you go to the gas station.
Use it daily.
No COVID. I have the Rav4 hybrid. Don't worry, you'll get a chance to drive it later. And you have the Ford Escape hybrid. What is the route we're doing today?
So we're leaving the center of Vancouver and we're driving east. And we're going to drive for 100 kilometers and then we're going to do a swap and head back.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll update the trip computer fuel economy, and then we'll go back to the gas station and do a real fill up and crunch the numbers. This route I picked for a reason is because there's a lot of city driving, there's a lot of stop and go initially, and then we get out into the countryside, more rural speeds, 80, 90, 100 kilometers an hour, which is a good sort of test for hybrid vehicles, and I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, and we're just taking our time. You know, we're not doing any hard accelerations. We ran into some bumper-to-bumper traffic along the way. So the Escape gets 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 6.2 on the highway, which are really good numbers.
This one is 5.7 in the city and 6.3 on the highway. And hybrid vehicles actually, it's the opposite of regular gasoline vehicles. They actually do better in the city than they do on the highway. So this is a good combination.
I love the interior. I love that blue stitching and the blue accents throughout. I like the soft text materials, and I like the look of the exterior. It's very rugged and sporty.
I like the exterior design. A lot of people don't like the look of the Ford Escape. I think this new one is actually really quite nice. I think that the actual road manners, the handling, and the way it goes down the road might be better than this Rav4. And I also like some of the features you get in that, like the sunroof, the head-up display, the big digital instrument cluster, not available at all in this Rav4.
Well, some of the things I would say my top three on the Escape is definitely the drive, the comfort of the seats, and I really like the infotainment center, so simple to use, and if I can add a fourth, the panoramic sunroof.
So we've done 100K. We're out here at Harrison Mills, and one word I can describe our trip out here: traffic.
Tons of traffic, bumper to bumper. It was a hard go. Hopefully the way back will be a bit better.
We're going to do the calculations when we get back into the city at the end of this, but the computer readouts of both these vehicles, I know what mine is, with the RAV4 hybrid.
Yeah.
Do you know what yours is?
I sure do.
Okay, on 3, we'll both say what it is. 3, 2, 1.
4.7.
Really?
Yeah. Is yours really that? I can't believe it's the same. Because really, the Escape is supposed to get better mileage, isn't it?
Well, actually, here's the news flash. Both of them are getting better mileage than the Transport Canada numbers. I'm looking forward to trying the RAV4 comfort level on the way back, because I do need a break from driving.
Okay. You know, you really have to take the time when you're going to make a big purchase like this to make sure that it fits into your daily needs. And you've got to try different vehicles to see what works for you. We're spending a lot of money on these cars.
Do you know how many people email me after they've bought a car and they're complaining about things? And I said, well, didn't you find that out in the test drive? And this is true. People email me and say this. I didn't actually drive the car before I bought it. So what we're doing today is so powerful when you're going to decide. And I really can't choose a winner when it comes to comfort. Can you? Maybe the Ford has a slight edge on the seats.
I think the seats are more comfortable in the Escape. They just feel more plush. You've got to have that comfort level, and it has to fit your needs, your daily needs.
Well, that was quite a day. Even though we only drove 200 kilometers, we got a lot of seat time because there was a lot of traffic, which is where vehicles like this really shine. It's interesting, at the halfway mark, both computers registered 4.7 liters. And what was it at the end?
4.9 liters.
But that's not the official. That's not the official one. We got to fill them all the way up and crunch the numbers, right?
Yes. So at the end of Motoring TV, we'll tell you who the fuel economy champ is and our favorite pick.
Well, thanks for watching today. Now, we did tease you earlier. We're going to announce the winner in the fuel economy of the RAV4 Hybrid and the Escape Hybrid, and Andrea's crunched the numbers on her phone. What did the RAV4 get?
So the RAV4 came in at 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers, which is 33 miles per gallon.
But the winner is
the Ford Escape, 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers and 42 miles per gallon.
I think a lot of people are maybe surprised by just how efficient this new Ford Escape Hybrid is. All right, which one are you going to pick?
I'm going to pick the RAV4 because I like the styling better, the interior, and the extra cargo space.
I'm going to go with RAV4 also because I'm Scottish and it's all about resale value. And the RAV4 is known in the market for having great resale value.
For sure.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Don't worry, we'll be back with more stories about cars and the people who drive them, like us.
So here's the question. Where were you 32 years ago? I know some of you weren't even a glint in your father's eye. As for me, well, I was in diapers, but found time to get Motoring TV off the ground. And today I like to think we've got one of the best automotive video libraries in the world. If you agree, please give us the thumbs up and also subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.